The way you start your morning determines the success of your day. Think about it. What separates the truly successful from the average? It's not luck. It's not talent. It's not even intelligence. It's discipline. And one of the greatest disciplines of all is waking up early and owning your mornings. Most people wake up reacting to life. They rush through the morning, scrambling to get ready, checking their phones, drowning in emails before the day even begins. But what about the highly successful? They wake up before the world, before the distractions, and they take control. The hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. are the most powerful hours of the day. It's the time when the world is silent, your mind is sharp, and your distractions are minimal. It's a time for deep focus, goal setting, and mental clarity. This isn't just about waking up early for the sake of it. It's about what you do with those early hours. Do you use them to grow, plan, and build your future? Or do you waste them hitting snooze, scrolling, and letting life slip away? Success isn't accidental. It's built in the quiet moments when no one is watching. If you master your mornings, you'll master your life. Today, I'm going to show you how to transform your mornings and unlock your full potential. Stay with me for the next few minutes as I reveal the key steps to dominating your mornings, building unshakable discipline, and creating the life you truly deserve. Let's dive in. Number 1, owning your mornings. Success begins with a decision. A decision to stop living life on autopilot, to stop reacting to circumstances, and to start creating your own reality. Waking up early isn't just about getting out of bed. It's about reclaiming control over your life. The truth is, most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they never take control of their time. They let distractions, fatigue, and excuses dictate their days. But when you choose to wake up before the world, you are making a powerful statement. I am in charge of my life. Your mind is your greatest asset, but it is also your greatest enemy. It will tell you to stay in bed, to hit snooze, to take the easy route. It will whisper, you need more sleep. You can start tomorrow. But tomorrow turns into next week. Next week turns into next year. And before you know it, your dreams are buried under a mountain of procrastination. The battle is in your mind. And every morning, you have 2 choices. Stay in bed and remain the same, or get up and move toward your goals. Some of the most successful people in history were early risers. Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Edison, and even CEOs of modern companies like Apple and Disney. Why? Because they understood that the early hours are when you have full control over your mind, your environment, and your energy. Before the emails start pouring in, before social media distracts you, before the demands of the day take over, you have a window of opportunity. If you waste it, you're falling behind. If you use it wisely, you gain an unstoppable advantage. But here's the truth. Waking up early won't magically make you successful. It's what you do with those early hours that defines your future. You must train your mind to see the morning as a gift, not a punishment. Instead of thinking, I have to wake up early, start thinking, I get to wake up early. I get to work on my goals before the world wakes up. This small shift in mindset will change everything. The first step to owning your mornings is making a firm decision tonight. Decide what time you will wake up and commit to it no matter what. Place your alarm across the room, force yourself to get up, and resist the urge to go back to sleep. No hesitation, no snooze button, just action. The moment your feet hit the floor, you have already won the first battle of the day. Once you're up, don't waste time. Don't just sit there scrolling on your phone. Get moving, drink water, stretch, and remind yourself why you're doing this. Every single morning, you are laying a brick in the foundation of your success. The question is, will you build something great, or will you keep tearing it down? Number 2, the morning blueprint. What to do after waking up. Waking up early is only half the battle. What truly separates successful people from everyone else is how they use their mornings. You can wake up at 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. every day. But if you waste those golden hours on meaningless distractions, you're no better off than someone who slept in. The key is to create a structured morning routine. One that primes your mind, energizes your body, and sets the stage for a productive and purpose-driven day. Without a solid blueprint, you'll end up drifting, wasting time, and falling back into old habits. The first 10 minutes after waking up are crucial. What you do in those moments will determine the momentum of your entire day. The worst thing you can do, grab your phone and start scrolling. Social media, news, and emails pull you into the world of distractions before you've even had a chance to focus on yourself. Instead, the moment you wake up, get out of bed and hydrate immediately. Your body has gone hours without water, and dehydration leads to grogginess and fatigue. Drink a full glass of water before you do anything else. This simple habit will wake up your system, improve brain function, and kickstart your metabolism. Next, move your body. It doesn't have to be an intense workout. Just 5 to 10 minutes of stretching, jumping jacks, or a quick walk can increase blood flow and shake off morning sluggishness. Physical movement signals to your brain that it's time to be alert. Even world-class performers like Tony Robbins and Jeff Bezos swear by morning movement as a way to fire up their energy levels. If you want to be productive, you must first wake up your body and mind. Another powerful habit to add to your morning blueprint is cold exposure. Taking a cold shower or simply splashing cold water on your face has been scientifically proven to improve alertness, boost mood, and even strengthen your immune system. It might sound uncomfortable, but discomfort is the foundation of growth. If you can train your body to embrace discomfort first thing in the morning, you are training your mind to handle the challenges of the day with resilience and discipline. Once your body is awake, it's time to prime your mind. The most successful people in the world don't just go through their mornings aimlessly, they approach them with intention. One of the best ways to do this is through morning affirmations and gratitude practice. Instead of jumping straight into work or stressing over problems, take a few moments to center your thoughts. Speak positive affirmations out loud, reminding yourself of your goals and the person you are becoming. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack, setting a powerful tone for your day. Now that your mind is in a strong state, it's time for the most important step, planning your day with clarity. Too many people wake up with no real plan, drifting through their day without direction. They react to emails, follow whatever tasks pop up, and end up feeling overwhelmed by the end of the day. This is the difference between being busy and being productive. Instead of letting the day control you, control your day by writing down your top priorities. Ask yourself, what are the 3 most important things I need to accomplish today? Focus only on what truly moves the needle forward. Another secret of high achievers: they start their mornings with their most difficult task. This is called eating the frog, a concept made popular by Brian Tracy. The idea is simple. If you start your day by tackling the most challenging and important task first, everything else feels easier. Most people do the opposite. They avoid the hard work and fill their mornings with small, easy tasks that give the illusion of productivity. But real progress comes from doing the hard things first. By the time the rest of the world wakes up, you've already hydrated, moved your body, trained your mind, and planned your day. You've won the morning, and now you have momentum. This momentum is what separates high performers from the rest. They don't just wake up early, they use their mornings as a launch pad for success. But here's the truth: none of this will work if you don't stay consistent. A great morning routine is not something you try for a few days and then forget about. It's a habit you build over time, and like any habit, it requires discipline. Your mind will try to resist at first. You'll have days when you don't feel like following through. But success isn't about feelings, it's about commitment. If you stick with your morning blueprint, it will transform your life. The question is, are you willing to commit? Number 3, deep work and focus. Maximizing your peak brain power. Waking up early is an advantage, but what you do with those quiet hours is what truly matters. This is where deep work comes in. In a world full of distractions, the ability to focus deeply on meaningful tasks is a rare and powerful skill. The early hours of the morning, between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., offer the perfect conditions for deep, undisturbed work. No emails, no notifications, no distractions. Just you, your mind, and the work that will move your life forward. But most people waste these golden hours filling them with meaningless activities instead of leveraging them for peak productivity. If you can master deep work in the early morning, you will unlock a superpower that most people will never experience. So what is deep work? Coined by productivity expert Cal Newport, deep work refers to the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's the opposite of shallow work. The low-value tasks that take up most people's time, like checking emails, browsing social media, or doing busy work that doesn't actually contribute to their goals. Deep work is what allows great thinkers, inventors, and successful entrepreneurs to produce groundbreaking ideas and accomplish extraordinary results in a fraction of the time. Here's the reality. Most people struggle to focus, not because they lack discipline, but because they haven't trained their brains to work without distractions. We live in an age of constant digital stimulation, phones, emails, notifications, and endless content pulling us in every direction. Our attention spans are shrinking, and our ability to do meaningful, uninterrupted work is diminishing. But here's the good news. By using the early morning hours strategically, you can retrain your brain to focus deeply and accomplish more in a few hours than most people do in an entire day. The first step to mastering deep work is choosing the right task. Not all work is created equal. Checking emails or making to-do lists doesn't count as deep work. High-value activities like writing, problem-solving, studying, strategizing, or working on a creative project. These are the tasks that require full mental engagement. Before you go to bed, decide exactly what your deep work focus will be in the morning. Clarity is crucial. If you wake up without a plan, you'll end up wasting your peak brain power on trivial tasks. Once you know what task you'll focus on, the next step is eliminating distractions. Your early morning environment should be designed for deep focus. Find a quiet space, turn off unnecessary devices, and set clear boundaries. If you work on a computer, close all irrelevant tabs and block distracting websites. If you need music, choose instrumental tracks to avoid lyrics pulling your attention away. Successful people don't rely on willpower to resist distractions. They create an environment that forces them to focus. Now comes the most important part, using time blocks to enter deep focus mode. One of the most effective methods is the 90-minute deep work session. Research shows that our brains work best in ultradian cycles. It's the periods of high focus, followed by short breaks. Set a timer for 90 minutes and commit to working without interruptions. During this time, your only goal is to immerse yourself completely in your task. No checking messages, no responding to emails, no multitasking, just pure, focused effort. One challenge you'll face is mental resistance. Your brain is used to jumping between tasks. So in the beginning, deep focus will feel uncomfortable. You may feel the urge to check your phone or do something easier. This is normal. The key is to push through the discomfort and train your brain to sustain concentration for longer periods. Over time, your ability to focus deeply will strengthen, and deep work will become second nature. Another powerful tool for maximizing your early morning focus is brain priming. Before you start working, spend 5 minutes visualizing success. Imagine yourself completing your task with full concentration. Feel the satisfaction of making real progress. Your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful. When you program it with clear intentions, it will help you stay focused and motivated. Many elite performers use visualization techniques to enhance their mental clarity before engaging in high-level work. In addition to priming your mind, you should also optimize your energy levels. Your brain requires proper fuel to function at peak performance. Drinking water, consuming a light but nutrient-rich breakfast, and avoiding sugar crashes will keep your mind sharp. Many high achievers swear by intermittent fasting in the morning, as it enhances mental clarity and prevents sluggishness. Experiment and find what works best for your body, but never neglect your brain's fuel. What you eat affects how well you think. As you begin practicing deep work in the early mornings, you'll notice a powerful shift. You'll get more done in a single focus session than you used to accomplish in an entire day of scattered effort. You'll start producing high-quality work, thinking more clearly, and unlocking new levels of creativity. While others are still asleep or wasting time on distractions, you'll be making real progress toward your goals. But here's the secret. Deep work is not just about productivity. It's about becoming the kind of person who can focus, think, and create at a high level. In a world full of noise and distractions, the ability to work with intensity is a competitive advantage. It will set you apart in your career, your personal projects, and every area of your life. The final step to making deep work a habit is tracking your progress. Every morning, write down what you worked on and how deeply you focused. Reflect on how you felt during the session and what you can improve. Self-awareness is key to mastering this skill. The more you practice, the stronger your focus will become. Deep work is not just for geniuses or elite performers. It's for anyone willing to train their mind. And the best time to build this skill between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., when the world is silent and your mind is at its sharpest. If you commit to using your early mornings for focused, high-impact work, you will accomplish more in a few months than most people do in years. The question is, are you willing to put in the work? Number 4, visualization and meditation. Programming your mind for success. Your mind is the control center of your entire life. Every action you take, every decision you make, and every goal you set all start in one place. It's your thoughts. If your mind is cluttered with doubt, fear, and negativity, it will be nearly impossible to build a life of success. But if your mind is sharp, focused, and programmed for achievement, you can overcome any obstacle and create the future you desire. This is why visualization and meditation are two of the most powerful tools you can use in the early morning hours. Before the distractions of the day creep in, before your mind gets hijacked by stress and responsibilities, you have a window of opportunity to shape your mindset and prime yourself for success. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It is a proven technique used by the world's most successful people to bring their goals to life. Elite athletes, CEOs, and top performers all use visualization to mentally rehearse success before it happens. Studies have shown that when you visualize something with deep focus and emotion, your brain treats it as if it's actually happening. This means that by vividly imagining your success, you are literally training your brain to make it a reality. Michael Phelps, one of the greatest Olympians of all time, used visualization to mentally prepare for his races, seeing himself executing every stroke perfectly long before he entered the pool. This practice gave him an unshakable sense of confidence and control. If visualization can help him break world records, imagine what it can do for you. The best time to visualize is right after you wake up, when your mind is still in a state of high receptivity. Before reaching for your phone or jumping into your tasks, take a few minutes to sit quietly and see your success in vivid detail. Picture yourself achieving your biggest goals. Whether it's building a successful business, excelling in your career, or becoming the best version of yourself. Don't just see it, feel it. Imagine the emotions you'll experience when you reach your goals. Feel the excitement, the pride, the confidence. The more real it feels in your mind, the stronger the impact will be on your subconscious. Your brain will start working to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. But visualization alone isn't enough. You must pair it with meditation to clear mental clutter and sharpen your focus. Meditation is often misunderstood. Many people think it's just sitting in silence, trying to empty your mind. But true meditation is about training your brain to focus and resist distractions. In a world filled with constant noise and digital overload, meditation is a mental reset that gives you clarity, peace, and control over your thoughts. Scientific studies have confirmed that meditation reduces stress, improves focus, and even increases brain function. Entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, and Ray Dalio credit meditation as a key factor in their success. The beauty of meditation is that it doesn't require hours of practice. Just 5 to 10 minutes every morning can make a profound difference in your mindset and performance. The best way to start is with a simple breathing meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Breathe in deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and slowly exhale through your mouth. If thoughts come up, don't fight them. Simply acknowledge them and bring your focus back to your breath. Over time, this practice will help you develop laser-like concentration and inner peace. Another powerful technique is affirmation meditation. Instead of just clearing your mind, you actively feed it positive, empowering thoughts. After a few deep breaths, start repeating powerful affirmations in your mind or out loud. Phrases like, "I am disciplined and focused," "I am capable of achieving great things," or "I control my thoughts and actions," will reprogram your subconscious and build unshakable confidence. The words you repeat to yourself daily shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your reality. If you keep telling yourself you're lazy, weak, or unmotivated, your brain will find ways to confirm that belief. But if you affirm strength, focus, and success, your mind will align with that vision. Some of the most successful people in history have used morning meditation to ground themselves before stepping into the demands of the world. Navy SEALs, for example, practice mindfulness techniques to stay calm under extreme pressure. If meditation can help soldiers maintain composure in life-threatening situations, Imagine how powerful it can be in helping you overcome the challenges of daily life. Another key aspect of mental priming in the morning is gratitude practice. When you start your day by focusing on what you're grateful for, you shift your mind from a state of lack to a state of abundance. Instead of waking up stressed about what's missing in your life, you wake up with an appreciation for what you already have. Studies show that people who practice daily gratitude experience higher levels of happiness, lower stress, and even improved physical health. Each morning, take a few moments to write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big. Something as simple as "I'm grateful for my health," or "I'm grateful for a new opportunity today" can have a profound effect on your mindset. By combining visualization, meditation, affirmations, and gratitude in the morning, you are effectively programming your brain for success before the day even begins. While others wake up reacting to their environment, you are creating your environment. Instead of letting stress and distractions control you, you are stepping into your day with intention, clarity, and confidence. But the key to making this work is consistency. Doing it once won't change your life, just like going to the gym once won't make you fit. It's the daily repetition of these practices that creates lasting transformation. Your brain will resist at first. It will try to convince you that it's pointless, that you don't have time, that it doesn't work. Ignore those thoughts and stay committed. The benefits will become undeniable. If you master your mornings, you will master your mind. And when you master your mind, you can master anything. The question is, are you ready to take control? Number 5. Goal setting and execution. Turning plans into reality. Waking up early and preparing your mind are powerful steps, but without clear goals and a plan for execution, even the best morning routine is meaningless. Most people struggle not because they lack ambition, but because they lack clarity and direction. They wake up with energy, but they don't know where to direct it. This is why goal setting and execution must be at the heart of your early morning routine. Success is not about hoping things will work out. It's about designing a plan and taking action every single day. The biggest mistake people make when setting goals is being too vague, saying, "I want to be successful," or "I want to be healthy." Sounds good, but these statements have no real power. They are wishes, not plans. Without specificity, your brain doesn't know what to focus on. And as a result, you drift through your days without making progress. The most effective way to set goals is to use the SMART framework, which tells that your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I will exercise for 30 minutes every morning for the next 30 days. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," say, "I will complete my business plan and launch my first product by the end of this month." Clarity creates momentum, and momentum leads to results. But setting goals is only half the equation. Execution is what separates dreamers from achievers. Most people make goals and then get stuck in the planning phase. They overthink, analyze too much, and wait for the perfect moment to start. The truth is, there is no perfect moment. Waiting for the stars to align is just an excuse for inaction. The only way to achieve anything is to start before you feel ready. Action creates clarity. Once you begin, you gain momentum, and each step forward makes the next one easier. To ensure execution, you need a daily action plan. Every morning after waking up and priming your mind, take a few minutes to write down your top 3 priorities for the day. These are not random tasks. They must be the 3 most important actions that will move you closer to your long-term goals. This process forces you to focus on what truly matters, rather than getting lost in meaningless busyness. Too many people spend their days reacting, checking emails, handling small problems, scrolling through distractions, without ever working on the things that actually create progress. But if you start your day knowing exactly what needs to get done, you eliminate confusion and hesitation. Another powerful strategy is time blocking. Instead of hoping you'll find time to work on your goals, schedule it like an appointment. If your goal is to write a book, block out 60 minutes in the morning for writing. No distractions, no interruptions. If your goal is to start a business, dedicate a specific time slot every morning to brainstorming, planning, and executing. Treat these blocks of time as non-negotiable, just like a meeting with your boss. If you don't protect your time, distractions will consume it. One of the biggest reasons people fail to execute their goals is lack of accountability. When no one is watching, it's easy to procrastinate and make excuses. This is why you must create a system of accountability. One method is to track your progress in a notebook or an app. Write down what you accomplished each day and be brutally honest with yourself. Did you complete your top 3 priorities? If not, what held you back? Self-awareness is the key to improvement. Another method is to have an accountability partner, someone who will check in on your progress and hold you responsible for your commitments. Many successful people surround themselves with high achievers who push them to stay consistent. Equally important is reviewing and adjusting your strategy. Every weekend, take time to reflect on your progress. Ask yourself, what worked? What didn't? What do I need to adjust? Goals are not set in stone. They should evolve as you grow. If you're consistently failing to hit your targets, don't get discouraged. Instead, analyze why and make improvements. Maybe you need to wake up earlier, eliminate more distractions, or change your approach. The key is to keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles arise. Finally, one of the greatest secrets of execution is developing the habit of finishing. Most people start projects, but never complete them. They get excited about a new idea, work on it for a few days or weeks, and then lose motivation when it gets hard. This cycle repeats over and over, leaving behind a trail of unfinished goals. But the most successful people train themselves to follow through, no matter what. Even when they lose motivation, even when things get difficult, they push through to completion. Discipline is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Success is not about talent or luck. It's about consistently showing up and executing your plan, day after day. Waking up early gives you the time to work on your goals, but without a strategy, time alone won't change your life. You must have a clear vision, a structured plan, and the discipline to take action every single morning. Small daily efforts may not seem like much at first, but over time, they compound into massive results. The question is, are you ready to stop dreaming and start doing? Number 6, the compounding effect, why consistency wins. Success is never built overnight. It is the result of small, seemingly insignificant actions repeated every single day. The problem is that most people expect instant results. They want to see success immediately. And when they don't, they give up. But the truth is, success isn't about big, dramatic breakthroughs. It's about the compounding effect of daily habits. Just like drops of water can eventually carve through solid rock, small, consistent efforts over time can create extraordinary results. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who make one big effort. They are the ones who show up day after day, even when they don't feel like it. The compounding effect works in both positive and negative ways. Imagine 2 people who wake up every day at the same time. One spends their mornings wisely, exercising, reading, working on their goals. The other wakes up and wastes time on social media, hitting snooze or watching TV. In the short term, the difference seems small. After a week, nothing dramatic has changed. After a month, there's still no noticeable transformation. But after a year, the gap between these 2 people becomes massive. One has made incredible progress, while the other has stayed in the same place, or worse, fallen behind. The small choices you make daily may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they determine the course of your entire life. This is why consistency is the most underrated secret of success. The greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders are not necessarily the most talented. They are the most consistent. They show up every day, put in the work, and improve little by little. They don't wait for motivation. They create discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But discipline, once developed, becomes a permanent advantage. It keeps you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. Most people fail not because they aren't capable, but because they quit too soon. They go to the gym for a week and see no results. So they stop. They start a business and don't make money immediately. So they give up. They work on a new skill for a few days and struggle. So they assume they aren't talented. The truth is, success is invisible in the beginning. You don't see progress right away because growth happens beneath the surface. But if you keep going, eventually the results explode. Imagine an ice cube sitting in a cold room. You start raising the temperature, but nothing happens. It's still frozen at 27°F. No visible change. Then at 32°F, the ice suddenly melts. The change wasn't instant. It was the result of all the gradual temperature increases before it. Success works the same way. You have to push through the invisible progress phase until the breakthrough happens. One of the best ways to make consistency easier is to track your habits. What gets measured gets improved. If you want to wake up early, keep a habit tracker and mark every day you succeed. If you want to exercise, write down your workouts. Seeing your progress visually helps keep you accountable. It also creates positive reinforcement. When you see a streak of days where you followed through, you won't want to break it. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes. Your brain starts associating the habit with your identity. Instead of saying, I'm trying to be productive, you start saying, I am a productive person. Instead of I'm trying to wake up early, you believe I am an early riser. Your actions shape your identity. And once you identify as someone who is disciplined and consistent, it becomes effortless. Another key to mastering consistency is to lower the resistance to your habits. People often make goals too difficult at the start, which leads to burnout. If you decide to wake up early and suddenly set your alarm 3 hours earlier, your body will resist. Instead, wake up 15 minutes earlier every few days until your body adjusts. If you want to start reading daily, don't force yourself to read 50 pages, just read 5 pages a day. Small, manageable steps create momentum, and once momentum is built, habits become effortless. It's also important to recognize that there will be setbacks. You will have days when you fail. Life happens. You'll sleep through your alarm, miss a workout, or get distracted. But missing one day doesn't ruin your progress. Giving up does. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that if they mess up once, they failed. They eat one unhealthy meal and say, well, I ruined my diet. Might as well eat junk the rest of the week. This is the all or nothing mindset, and it's a trap. Instead of quitting, get back on track immediately. One mistake won't break your progress, but a habit of quitting will. The compounding effect applies to every area of life: your health, your finances, your career, and your personal growth. If you want to see massive success, you don't need to make huge changes overnight. You just need to make small, consistent improvements every day. Imagine if you improved just 1% every day. After a year, you wouldn't just be 365% better, you would be 37 times better, because progress builds on itself. If you want to change your life, start today. Pick one habit, commit to it, and stick with it even when it feels pointless. Over time, the results will compound, and one day you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. The only question is, will you stay consistent long enough to see it happen? Number 7, winning the mental battle every morning. Every morning you will face a battle between comfort and discipline, a battle between the easy choice and the right choice. No matter how motivated you feel today, there will be mornings when you don't want to wake up early, when your mind tells you to stay in bed just a little longer. This is where most people fail, not because they don't know what to do, but because they let their emotions dictate their actions. If you want to succeed, you must train yourself to win the mental battle every single morning. Your brain is wired for comfort. It seeks the path of least resistance. This is why when your alarm rings at 4 a.m., your first instinct is to hit snooze. It's why when you need to work on your goals, your mind suddenly tells you that you're too tired or that you can start tomorrow. This isn't laziness. It's simply your brain trying to protect you from discomfort. But growth only happens when you push past this resistance. If you give in, you stay in the same place. If you push through, you build discipline. And discipline is what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. The first step to overcoming resistance is to expect it. Too many people think that once they develop a habit, it should become effortless. This is false. Even the most disciplined individuals still feel resistance. The difference is that they don't negotiate with their emotions. They don't give themselves the option of quitting. They wake up and take action, regardless of how they feel. Discipline is not about feeling like doing something. It's about doing it no matter what. One powerful strategy to eliminate morning resistance is to use the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. The moment your alarm rings, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and immediately get out of bed. Don't think. Don't hesitate. Don't give yourself time to make excuses. The longer you wait, the more your brain will try to talk you out of it. Action beats hesitation every time. The simple act of standing up and moving forward disrupts negative thought patterns and puts you in control. Another key to overcoming resistance is to make decisions the night before. Too many people wake up without a plan, and when you don't have a plan, your mind defaults to the easiest option, which is usually staying in bed or procrastinating. Before you go to sleep, decide exactly what you're going to do when you wake up. What time will you wake up? What will be the first thing you do? If you plan to exercise, lay out your workout clothes the night before. If you plan to work on a project, have your workspace ready. When everything is prepared in advance, it reduces mental friction and makes it easier to take action. Another powerful technique is to reframe the discomfort. Instead of thinking waking up early is hard, shift your mindset to waking up early is making me stronger. Instead of thinking, I don't feel like working today, tell yourself, this is exactly why I need to work. The moment you change your perspective, the resistance loses its power. The truth is, the things that are hardest to do are usually the things that bring the biggest rewards. You also need to understand that motivation is unreliable. If you only take action when you feel motivated, you will never be consistent. There will be days when you feel unstoppable, and there will be days when you feel like quitting. The key is to develop self-discipline, so that your success is not dependent on your mood. This is why the greatest athletes, CEOs, and performers have strict routines. They don't leave success up to chance. They follow their system no matter what, because they know that consistency beats motivation every time. A major reason people struggle with resistance is because they overwhelm themselves. They try to change too much at once, and when they fail, they feel discouraged. The solution is to focus on small wins. Instead of trying to wake up 3 hours earlier overnight, start with just 15 minutes earlier. Instead of trying to build 5 new habits at once, master one at a time. Progress is about momentum, and small victories lead to big transformations. Another important aspect of winning the mental battle is having a strong why. If you don't have a powerful reason behind your actions, it's easy to give up. Ask yourself, why do I want to wake up early? Why do I want to improve my life? Your reason needs to be stronger than your excuses. When you wake up tired and want to go back to sleep, remind yourself why you started. Think about the future you are building. Think about the life you are creating. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. The final step is to remove all safety nets. Most people fail because they leave themselves an easy way out. They say, if I don't wake up early today, I'll try again tomorrow. They give themselves permission to fail. But if you truly want to change, you must make success non-negotiable. Burn the bridges. Remove the excuses. Act as if you have no other option but to succeed. This is the mindset that winners adopt. Winning the mental battle every morning is not about being perfect. It's about being relentless. You will have days where you struggle. You will have moments where resistance feels overwhelming. But every time you push through, you are rewiring your brain for success. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are becoming stronger. The real question is, when your alarm rings tomorrow morning, will you listen to your excuses, or will you rise and take control? Your future depends on the choice you make. Every morning you are faced with a choice. A choice to stay where you are, or to take action toward the life you desire. A choice to let comfort win, or to embrace the discomfort that leads to growth. A choice to wake up early and take control, or to hit snooze and let the day control you. What you've learned today isn't just about waking up early. It's about owning your time, your focus, and your future. It's about understanding that success is not something that happens by accident. It is built through intentional habits, discipline, and daily effort. The hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. are your secret weapon. The time when you can work on yourself while the rest of the world is asleep. If you choose to use these hours wisely, they will change your life. But here's the truth. None of this will matter unless you take action. Knowledge alone won't change you. Watching motivational videos won't change you. Even feeling inspired won't change you. The only thing that will make a difference is what you do next. Will you go back to your old habits, or will you commit to making a change? Success doesn't come from big, dramatic actions. It comes from small, consistent choices repeated every single day. It comes from waking up early, sticking to your routine, practicing deep work, setting goals, visualizing your success, and winning the mental battle, morning after morning. These habits, when compounded over time, will separate you from the majority of people who keep waiting for the right moment, but never take action. So here's my challenge to you. Set your alarm for tomorrow morning. Not next week, not next month. Tomorrow. Commit to waking up early and using that time to improve yourself. Even if it's just 30 minutes earlier than usual, start now. Take the first step. And once you do, don't stop. Stay consistent, because the longer you stick with it, the more powerful it becomes. Your future is being created right now. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. The life you want, the person you want to become, it all starts with the decision you make when the alarm rings. So when the sun rises tomorrow, will you be ahead of the world, working toward your dreams? Or will you be sleeping while opportunity passes you by? The choice is yours. Make it count.